You're watching a Nova Video podcast.
I'm Gary Glassman from Providence Pictures, producer, writer, and director of Nova's The Bible's Buried Secrets.
I'm Tristan Baracco, associate producer and senior researcher.
And we always knew that we wanted Bible stories as familiar touchstones, stories that people know, like Abraham and Isaac and Moses and the Ten Commandments and David and Goliath, and we wanted to highlight them very distinctively. We researched many Bibles, but ultimately it's pretty obvious that the Bible and the Bible stories of it have been inspiring to the greatest artists of all time, and so we thought, why not use the best of the best images that have ever been created by the masters, Rembrandt, Caravaggio, and Michelangelo, and incorporate them into one Bible that tells our Bible story. From the very beginning, when we were writing the treatment, we were writing something that we were calling 3D Bible. And we always knew that we wanted to have a Bible to be able to see the Hebrew and translate it into English and see images from the Bible stories. We weren't quite sure how to actually make that happen. We did have a sense that we wanted to actually create a physical Bible, and we called many different animators. We eventually found a company called Handcranked. There was almost a primitive feel to their work, and that primitive feel comes from the fact that they actually do draw and make things and manipulate objects in the real world and film it in traditional stop-frame animation. So it wasn't about mocking something up in a computer, it was about physically creating something and manipulating it, moving it.
Brian of Handcranked, the animator who produced the Bible, in one of our early meetings brought in his family Bible. I think it was his grandmother's. And it was well worn, and it was the look that we ended up adopting.
I think we wanted to convey a respect for the Bible, that it was something that's very precious and something that people have related to and physically owned and touched for centuries. Because these are shot in traditional stop-frame animation, the camera, which is actually a single-lens reflex megapixel camera, is manipulated with a giant robotic arm, and Jeff and Brian program the actual movement of the camera, and while the camera is moving, they are turning pages and manipulating the objects on the desktop. Some of these shots could take 24 hours. So it's really a major commitment to doing them.
You can imagine how much pressure there was to get things right if it meant another 24 hours of filming for a single shot. Handcranked impressed me because they were really concerned about accuracy. And that was a big part of my role in this project, is to make sure things were accurate. And I really felt like I had a partner to work with. They went to great lengths to make sure everything was as accurate as possible.